Hello, and welcome to another update video on SUI. Today, sharp pullback, but not a lower low yet, and also not a break of support. So from that point of view, everything we talked about in the previous video is still valid and actually has happened as it needed to, because the price formed a healthy 5-wave move up from the August low. That was the yellow scenario. It formed that 5-wave move up and actually topped exactly where it needed to. There was a target zone, or let's say, resistance area, target zone, and the price formed a top in that region. I've removed it from the chart though, because we don't need it anymore, but it was a standard target zone for a 5-wave move up. The yellow scenario remains preferred, in which we have a 5-wave move up, but it's a leading diagonal pattern, so other interpretations are valid. From there, then, a corrective pullback. Actually, it looks more like a 5-wave move, which is why I have here this option for a broader B wave on the chart. So if we have 5 waves up, we would generally look for higher prices. But obviously, we need to consider that it's a diagonal pattern, so it's quite messy and probabilities are not very, very strong. But again, 5 waves up, and then we had something like a sharp pullback today. It actually looks like a 5-wave move down. So signals are a bit mixed, but a 5-wave move down does not necessarily inspire confidence that we break out directly to the upside. Well, we could do, but that's about breaking above resistance then. For now, I'm just watching for a bounce and want to see how the structure develops. Probabilities for a bounce from here are quite high, and then the market should take us into resistance next. That's at least my idea. Resistance is between $3.90 and $4.11. I want to see how the market reacts to these levels. Between $3.90, $3.97, $4.06, and $4.11. And then if we see a strong rejection, we could see another dip. That seems likely because of the initial 5-wave move down. It just indicates the market needs to form this so that we get a broader corrective pullback, which is also perfectly in line with the proportions of the move up. Because look, this started on the 2nd of August, topped around the 14th of August, so it's like a 12-day rally. And obviously now, this correction would then most likely take a little bit more time than just a day. Just, aligning proportions, not only in terms of price, but also in terms of duration. That is also quite important. So that means now watching for a bit of a bounce, and as long as the bounce stays corrective in nature, which means as long as it's a 3-wave move up and doesn't really look impulsive, the idea of a broader correction here, as shown in yellow, remains preferred and leading. But still, that means we're still looking for higher prices. The larger trend appears to be up, especially as long as we're holding above Fibonacci support, located at 344. Once that correction is over, then we can shift the focus to this target zone above between 478 and 530. Before then, the market could eventually set up for a rally to $8, $10. But that's the next step. In this video, I just wanted to share with you the short-term movements. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, I invite you to join us on X for additional updates. You'll find the link in the video description and in the comment section. And yeah, check it out. See you over there. Bye-bye.